From Gloucester County College, Channel 5 presents the boys' finals of the 2005 James G. Atkinson Memorial Basketball Tournament. Tonight, the undefeated Braves of Williamstown High School against their neighbors from Washington Township High School, the Minutemen, who are 4-1 on the season. Hi everybody, I'm Bob Shryock, along with my partner Shawn, Leary, and Bill Krebs, member of the Gloucester County Board of Chosen Freeholders. This tournament was his idea. He is also the tournament director, and he also jumps center on the Freeholder basketball team.
That's right. I like playing in the paint, Bob. I like the physical game. Of course, I'm not too fast anymore, so I just stay playing it and guard the basket or go for the rebounds.
So this is one of those great ideas that really work. We've had good crowds at this tournament for 4 years. You got to be proud of what happened, but first of all, let's talk about Jim Atkinson.
Well, of course, this tournament's named for Jimmy Atkinson, who was a freeholder for many years in Gloucester County, and his spirit pretty much embodied what we want Gloucester County to be known for, and that's our agricultural heritage and emphasis on sports, youth development, and education. So through this tournament and the proceeds that funds a scholarship that continues education for youngsters, or young men and women in our county, is the best way to remember what he did and his service on the Freeholder Board and in Washington Township. He was a councilman for a while down in Township. So
Jim did a lot for a lot of people, but he did an awful lot for young people, Bill.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And a lot of people probably remember him. He was a constant fixture at the wrestling matches. You know, and you'd also see him at places like basketball games, and we have a park named for him in Township as well. So this is just a great way to remember him, and his spirit lives on in all of us in this tournament.
If you're a freeholder, you got to be a little neutral, Bill, but if Jim was here tonight, he'd probably be rooting for the Minutemen.
He probably will, and I won't tell you where the Atkinson family moved to after the girls'
I
match.
saw that.
I won't say where, but you know, allegiances run deep apparently.
Bill, you've had great cooperation, I know, from Gloucester County College with this tournament.
Oh, the County College is a tremendous venue. We're very proud of the County College. We like to show it off, and one way to do that is with this tournament. They do a lot of great work. It's a great way to get started on an education, and when we have these tournaments here, we encourage the parents and the players and everyone to come on out and see what we have to offer as a county. It's your tax dollars at work, and we're very proud of it. And of course, with the STARS program and the scholarship programs, you can really get a nice start on education, and that really leads to a successful life.
Bill, thanks for a great idea that worked.
You're welcome, and it's a pleasure to be here, and let's get ready to rumble.
Okay, Bill, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Shawn, Leary, we had a couple of good teams in the girls' game. Williamstown was very dominant in that game. We could have a more even matchup in the boys' final.
Well, let's hope so, because that first game wasn't very close. But we expect this one to be an outstanding game. You probably have the two premier teams in the county squaring off tonight in Williamstown and Washington Township. Two Group 4 teams, the only two Group 4 teams in the county. And this expects to be a terrific up-and-court, good defensive battle between both teams. You talked about the skills in the first game with Williamstown, the girls. Yeah. You're going to see some great ball handling from both teams, great guard play, and you got some inside presence from both teams.
This is kind of a natural rivalry, Washington Township and Williamstown, but they rarely meet in any sport.
Right, they're right next to each other, and every once in a while you get a couple of crossover. I know they like to play each other in baseball. Of course, they don't play each other in football unless you get to that Group 4 championship game maybe somewhere down the line. But as of right now, these two teams in this county tournament are really going to get to see where they are. Washington Township, to start off with, they had the one loss this year with Cherokee. They come in at 3-1. And they have the two outstanding players. They're led, though, by Dan Betteridge. Dan Betteridge is a terrific athlete. He has a full scholarship for baseball to play at Rutgers. But he is a pure point guard. And for all the throwbacks out there that love the game, they're going to see a guy who can distribute the basketball, who loves to press the basketball, and also who can distribute it. His ball handling skills are second to none, Bob. This is a great point guard. When you talk about local players, he's one of the top in Gloucester County.
Mark Masterson had a really good game in the opener for Williamstown. He's off to a good start this season.
Well, Mark Masterson, he might be one of the top athletes in the county. This is a guy that 6'3", just does everything well. A terrific football player, moved from defensive end to play quarterback, a terrific baseball player. Probably going to be playing football in college. But in this game, this is a guy who can take control of the game. At 6'3", he does a lot of things well. He can shoot the basketball, he can penetrate in the lane, and he gets his teammates involved. We'll have a tough assignment tonight playing defense against Washington Township's tallest player. But this is a guy who makes things go for the Williamstown Braves He's one of the best athletes in the county, and it's a treat to see a guy like this play.
Okay, thanks, Shawn. Okay, we got a good one coming up for the boys championship final. Williamstown and Washington Township, only one loss between them right after this. Championship basketball at Gloucester County College. The undefeated Williamstown Braves against the once-beaten Minutemen of Washington Township High School. Shawn, Leary, and Bob Shryock bringing you the action in this championship game of the Atkinson tournament.
There you see the Braves starting lineup. Three-guard attacker, Tremar Beeman, Colin Whipple, and Chad Green. The forwards, Mark Masterson, and Felder Jones going to get the start over John Dobelman tonight. Going to go with a little bit smaller, quicker starting lineup. There you see the Minutemen, Dan Betteridge, Andrew Purify. The forward is Alonzo Galliard, Greg Prince, and Adrian Galliard, the 6'6" forward/center for the Washington Township Minutemen. Nice stroke.
Top of the key and a shot good by Prince to give Washington Township a quick 2-0 lead.
Yeah, right from the foul line he gets open, and that's money for Prince.
Three-pointer, no good. Good position for the rebound by Alonzo Galliard. Betteridge, the point guard for the Minutemen out front. Betteridge with the three, no good. Rebound taken by Green of Williamstown.
That time, two good looks. Masterson on one end, Betteridge on the other end. Not able to connect, but getting good looks at the top of the key. Just not able to connect.
Betteridge played by Green out front. Man-to-man defense by the Braves. Wide open for the shot in the key area, no good. And a rebound taken down by Whipple of the Braves. Whipple trying to draw a foul. Wide open for the shot, no good by Masterson. And Betteridge all over the court with the rebound. 3-on-2, takes it to the hoop. Dishes back out, the Galliard there. The follow no good. Galliard with the follow no good. To the Braves. Getting several offensive, or the Minutemen several offensive rebounds, but they've been able to convert. And the foul call is against Masterson of Williamstown. That'll be a two-shot foul.
Yeah, it's important early on. They want to get the ball down low to Adrian Galliard, because he's going to try to out-muscle Masterson. Masterson's 6'3", trying to guard Galliard, who's 6'6". Masterson having the toughness to be able to guard the 3-inch taller Galliard, but still that size advantage. They want to try to get down low to Galliard and possibly get Masterson into foul trouble.
Galliard misses them both. Rebound by Whipple. 2-0 lead for Washington Township. We played 2 minutes. Masterson, good dish off. No good, and the rebound by Galliard. Stolen away by Jones.
Nice job by Felder Jones to get down. He's going to have to call a timeout. He's going to need some help coming back from the ball from his teammates. But a nice hustle play for Jones getting a start here tonight.
The Braves play in the first quarter. 2-0 lead Washington Township. Slow start. How about that start by the Williamstown girls in the first game, Shawn?
That was just a tremendous clinic of how to play fundamental basketball. There you see the, not sure what the name on them shirts are. Group for Washington Township. Have to see if we can read that later on. Nice looking t-shirts, Bob. They got numbers and everything, but you just can't read them. It looks like something creatures. Minutemen creature. That's the creatures. The creatures in the bleachers.
Creatures in the
I like the
bleachers.
creatures in the bleachers.
Beeman across the timeline for Williamstown.
Bleacher creatures, they don't sit down either. They've been standing up since the tap. The opening tip. Tip, tap. Williamstown wanted to walk. Williamstown throws it away. That's their second turnover now.
Betteridge played in the backcourt by Green of Williamstown. 2-0 lead Washington Township. Slow offensive start to this game.
Well, these teams are going to want to try to push the ball a little bit, Bob. The one thing that they're going to find is both teams do a terrific job getting back on defense.
Betteridge with the three, no good. Masterson, good position for the rebound. Beeman dishes off to Whipple. Masterson.
Both teams coming out in man-to-man.
The smothering defense being played by Washington Township. Only one basket in this game. We played almost 4 minutes.
Both these teams well coached with Bill Hunt and also Bob Byatt, two of the better coaches in any sport in Gloucester County. Nice move by Galliard.
Galliard with the basket. That's Adrian Galliard, and it's 4-0 Washington Township.
You know, in saying that, Bob, I think the reason why they have so much success, these two teams, is because of the defense that both coaches preach. They preach defense first, and usually teams that play well defensively are going to find themselves at the top of any division.
The smothering man-to-man being played by Washington Township. It is a good man-to-man. Masterson, Galliard quick one on him. They're just not able to get any shots off. Another miss. And Washington Township with the ball in the 4-0 lead. That'll be a charging foul against Alonzo Galliard. And an injury underneath the basket.
This time setting up, getting good in position is Beeman. He's going to get the worst of this one as he falls hard to the deck. Looks like he's trying to get up on his own power. He might have just tweaked something there on his foot. You can see him tapping his left foot.
We'll take time out from Gloucester County College. Championship game in the boys division, 4-0 Washington Township. Williamstown is still trying to get on the scoreboard. 4-0 they trail. He's not getting any shots, Shawn.
They had a couple open looks, but you're right, Bob. This Washington Township team plays smothering defense.
Baseline move by Masterson.
3 turnovers already for the Braves here in the first quarter. Still, no points.
Betteridge across the timeline for the Minutemen. Amador in the game now for the Minutemen. Good move inside, missed shot. Nice offensive rebound by Galliard. 2:22 to play in the first. All defense so far, 4-0 Washington Township.
See Galliard with that long wingspan. Able to get his hands on that, pull that board down, was trying to pass it back out. Tipped out. Now Washington Township's going to try to set up its offense. Probably try to look something inside to Galliard again with Masterson. They'd love for him to pick up a second foul.
Easy layup missed by Prince.
Good strong move. Just was not able to finish.
Still looking for a basket. Rebounded by Purefoy of Washington Township. First layup missed. Masterson rebounds for Washington Township. Minute 35 to play in a low-scoring first period, to say the least.
The Creatures are noisy. Kind of like it, though. I like the T-shirts, the Creatures.
Still can't hit one. Rebounded by Adrian Galliard. Minute 15.
This is like a heavyweight fight, Bob. Both teams just feeling each other out. Couple of quick jabs in the first quarter.
Well, Williamstown's playing pretty good defense, too. Under a minute. Good pass inside. Missed layup and a foul. Masterson will be called for the foul.
And that's big.
On Prince.
That's big because that's Masterson's second foul. Masterson didn't like the call. Watch him elevate here. Trying to get the ball inside. Masterson comes over top. Did not like the call. Probably saying he got him on the hand.
Looks like they're going to get him out quickly. 2 shots for Prince. 49.3 seconds to go in the first. Nobody can make a basket. Masterson will come out. Substituted for by Drew Jackson. Nothing Washington Township.
Now expect Washington Township. There you see the Creatures love the start. 5-0. Matt Kingsley among the group.
Dobleman in the game now for Washington Township. I think Washington Township wants to see a shutout here in the first quarter, Shawn.
Well, they're going to get it, probably, with 32 seconds left. Washington Township getting a signal from Coach Bob Byatt to hold for one shot. He'll probably try to move the ball around, try to get the good open look.
Betteridge running the show for the Minutemen in the backcourt. 18 seconds. Galliard with the ball. 12 seconds.
Trying for a 5-second call there. Dolman putting pressure on the basketball.
6 seconds. Betteridge takes it down the key and gets the shot. Betteridge good. 7-0 Washington Township after 1 quarter. Williamstown does not score a point in the first period. We'll be back after this. No score.
There's the Creatures. Matt Kinsley among that group. His father, Larry, is in our fantasy baseball league, Bob.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why we're getting the call from our director today.
That's good to know.
Kevin LeMaster says that's Larry's son. Larry's one of our fantasy baseball guys. They're going for the shutout right now.
I tell you, this Washington Township defense is impressive. It really is. Smothering man-to-man. Williamstown just not getting any shots.
And again, I said this in the girls' game, and I know these are 2 separate games, but once you look at the hands go up, watch the hands go up for the Washington Township players. Nice cut.
Hey, that basket, good work inside, good pass inside. And the first basket by Drew Jackson at 7-2. 8 minutes and 58 seconds. Funny thing is, it's only a 5-point deficit for Williamstown.
Now, Williamstown can play defense with anybody. This is a good defensive club under Bill Hunt. Look at Galliard Sky.
Wow, what a job. He's fouled. Good job by the 6'6" Adrian Galliard.
He's got those long arms, Bob. You can just see he tips the ball to himself so well. Foul on Drew Jackson, the substitution.
Well, Williamstown had good position on him, too. He still got the rebound.
And you got to make sure you just get that body, box him out better than that because he has that long wingspan. He's able to corral that ball in for himself. If he's able to convert from the free throw line, he could have a big night.
Gallagher good on his first shot. It's 8-2. He led the Minutemen with 16 in their opening game victory. That was over Kingsway, 69-48. Hits them both, and it's 9-2.
Yeah, they have wins over Willingboro, a terrific win, and win over Timber Creek and Kingsway, a loss against Cherokee.
Well, you got a basket against this defense, you earn it.
You're right, Bob, and that's why moving without the basketball is so important when you play Washington Township. You have to create your own shots, and that's going to mean hustling, using picks, using screens, and trying to get open. This is old school basketball here, Bob.
It is, that's right. Good shot. Excellent shot by Beeman for Williamstown. It's 9-4.
Beeman, a junior on this team, expects to be one of the leaders again next season.
Better do the three, no good. Well, Williamstown fans starting to get a little bit now. Things starting to turn around a little bit for them.
Coach Hunt jumped up off the chair over there. He really wanted that call and finally got it from Ed Miller and Mark Finelli, referees of tonight's game.
Beeman across the timeline, picked up by Betteridge.
Again, watch that perimeter defense. Hands go up in the face of the ball handler, and that just really suffocates the defense. You just can't find the passing lanes. That's why it's so important to keep them hands moving defensively.
Masterson back in the saddle with those two fouls. You've got to be careful. That's a foul call against Francis of Washington Township.
Yeah, and that's a good call. He got him on the hand.
Only 3 team fouls both ways. Very clean game. 9-4 Washington Township. 4:30 to play, second quarter. Defense is prevailing in this one. Open inside, missed shot, but a foul call that will send Whipple to the line for 2 shots.
If you're able to stay patient and work the ball around, you'll be able to get the ball inside against this team if you can establish position. Nice job by Whipple, the 6-foot sophomore.
One more for Whipple. Amador back in for Washington Township, giving Francis a break. Whipple is good on 1 of 2. Score is wrong. Yeah, now they just made it right. Three-pointer, good by Purefoy. That's a big basket, 12-5 for the Minutemen.
I'll tell you, you're going to need a good bench to play against Washington Township because they're going to tire you out. You're going to need to have some depth, have some fresh legs come into the game.
Masterson with a great offensive board is hammered away from him. And this will send Whipple to the line with 2 shots. Good job inside by Masterson. And then Whipple as well getting offensive rebounds that will send Whipple to the line.
Here, wild shot with the left hand by Beam, and Masterson's able to pull it down. Gets his shot blocked from behind. Whipple in the right spot. Being 6 foot, not afraid to mix it up on the inside is Colin Whipple.
12-6. Whipple good on his first. He's hit 3 or 4 in the last minute. It's 12-7 for the Minutemen. 3:20 to play first half. Defense, defense, defense.
Expect Washington Township maybe try to get the ball inside to Galliard. With Masterson guarding him.
Good move. There's another one of those rebounds over the back. Those long arms that Shawn was talking about pay off again for Galliard. It's 14-7.
And Masterson had position, just Galliard's leaping ability and his will to go up and fight for the ball.
Good
He's able to get up, and
inside.
Masterson really not able to do anything there because he doesn't want to pick up his 3rd foul.
Amador with the personal. Williamstown ball under its own hoop. That's a Whipple. It's a shot off, no good, and rebound snared by Greasy. Rebound by Whipple. Whipple seems to be everywhere for the Braves.
He's got 3 points and 3 boards. 3 boards at that guard.
Nice pass by Masterson. Missed layup, however. Jump ball, and this will be Washington Township's ball on the possession rule. And a timeout on the floor with 2:14 to play in the first half. Washington Township leading 14-7. Williamstown trying to make it a sweep as the Williamstown girls won the championship in their division with an easy triumph over Paulsboro, and boy, were they impressive with their ball handling and passing ability.
Jen Kelly,
tournament MVP.
Yeah, tournament MVP. Congratulations to her. Now, Williamstown's got a tough team, and the boys will be right there as well. You look at this Rural Division, of course you have Deptford with a solid group again this season. Led by Ricky Cruz. Clearview had the big upset over the Spartans early on, but expect Deptford to be back in the hunt for that Rural Division crown. Gloucester Catholic, coached by Pat Murphy, always a tough opponent as well.
They're off to a good start, aren't they?
Yeah, they always get on. I mean, it's Gloucester Catholic, they're so well coached on both the boys and girls side that you just expect those teams to be on top, fighting for a division crown. Nice defense, coming back, helping out Chad Green.
Greg Prince back in, replacing Greasy for Washington Township. Under 2 minutes in the first half. Galliard played by Masters. He's got to be careful. Got 2 on him.
Yeah, and they need him out here. Trailing 14-7. They need Masterson on the court. Not only his ability and his skills, but also his leadership.
Driving layup by Prince, and it's 16-7 for the Minutemen. Whipple, pass passes, dishes up to Masterson. Good shot. Good chase, though, by Whipple. A basket by Masterson, but Whipple made that play. 16-9.
Absolutely right, Bob. Masterson's wide open, but Whipple makes the play. When you're able to penetrate the lane, everyone's going to collapse, and you have a chance to be able to kick it out for an open shot.
Three-pointer misses, rebounded by Beeman. 50 seconds. Pass inside, turn around, no good, and rebound by Amador. They'll slow it up.
Not a good shot there by Felder Jones. Harry did a little bit.
Galliard, and that's Purifoy, who's had a couple of baskets here in the first half. 20 seconds to go.
Township going to hold for the last shot now with 10 seconds.
Betteridge will probably penetrate here. 3.6 seconds. They're going to have to launch one in a hurry.
Well, they only have 4 fouls, so they'll be able to foul, not allow Washington Township a shot if they select to do that. You got to watch. You don't want to get them shooting.
They're trying to get a shooter in the game, but I don't think they're going to let it came too late. Betteridge gets it off, no good. And that'll do it. End of the first half, boys championship game from Gloucester County College. It's the Minutemen of Washington Township leading Williamstown 16-9. Third quarter of the championship game. Williamstown trailing Washington Township 16-9. You know, Williamstown hasn't had much offense, Shawn, but they're very much in this ball game.
Yeah, and that's just a product of good defensive play. And Washington Township isn't a team that usually blows teams out. They like playing that defensive game, but you know, when you play that type of style the way they play, they usually settle for those single-digit victories, 8, 9-point games. They're accustomed to playing a good defense.
They just don't seem to have any answer for this man-to-man defense. And Bill Hunt, the Williamstown coach, calls a quick timeout to talk about.
Well, they're just not used to seeing this type of physical defense by Washington Township in the World Division. You know, you face teams like Clearview will get in your face, but teams like Deptford who like to kind of run and gun a little bit, they don't play that type of smothering defense that you're going to find. They'll let everything collapse into Ricky Cruz. Gloucester Catholic may be the best defensive team that you're going to find in the Royal Division.
These two teams with only one loss between them. Washington Township has lost one. Williamstown undefeated coming in.
I like the creatures at halftime were counting the number of misses.
Yeah, I noticed that.
During the warm-ups for Williamstown.
Stolen by the Minutemen. Betteridge has it stripped. Betteridge might have been slightly hurt on the play.
Yeah, Byatt wanted to foul that time on Whipple with the reach.
What a great job Bryant did at West Deptford High School before going to Washington Township, Shawn.
I'm just a huge fan of Byatt. I just think he's a terrific coach. He gets the most out of his kids. He knows the game extremely well when you talk to him. And he comes out of the locker room, he's like, not much offense for you, but I love this style. I love defense. When you get a defensive game, don't get the timeout call. When you have a defensive game, Bob, and I don't know, this is me. Would it be football or would it baseball, softball, whatever sport it is, everything matters, it seems. It matters more. Every possession matters. Because every time you score, it's that more important.
It's definitely the case in this game. Baskets are hard to come by in this one.
which means you have to work harder. You're going to see kids work harder for the baskets.
It's a travel call, isn't it? Have you been keeping a shot chart?
Well,
you know, Williamstown just has not gotten many shots off.
I probably could have, because there's not many shots. I'm keeping track of.
It amazes me how few shots they've gotten in this game, let alone made. Tough defense by Green, but it results in a foul. Well, there's the scoring leaders. Adrian Gilliard was 6 for the Minutemen, and Whipple 3 all at the foul line for Williamstown. That's how little scoring we've had in this game.
Galliard also with 6 boards. Whipple with 3 rebounds, and also Masterson with 3 rebounds. Masterson held to only 2 points in the first half.
The play inside, resulting in an easy basket for Adrian Galliard, and it's 18-9. That's the first basket by either team in the second half.
Well, they've switched off now. Felder Jones is now guarding Galliard, and that's a tremendous mismatch. But they don't want Masterson to get in foul trouble. He has 2 fouls already. Was forced to sit after picking up those 2 fouls in the first quarter.
That's a reach-in foul against Greg Prince.
And that's the product you get in good position down underneath. If you're able to get the position, work hard without the basketball, it may just be a minor thing. It may be just a foul. But those are the little things. Again, in a defensive game, that becomes very important because points are hard to come by. If you're able to get a team in foul trouble, if you're able to send somebody to a bench, if you're able to not turn the basketball over a couple of trips. Those are the little things, the intricacies of the game that become magnified when you have a defensive struggle. Called by Miller on Galliard with the push. Just trying to work the ball inside. Green moves into Galliard. Galliard doesn't like the call. He thinks he got all ball.
Green with 2. One more, 18-10. Shawn, just to try to illustrate the point I was making about how tough it is to get shots off. That was 41 seconds before they got that shot off by Green inside. 41 seconds. That's just one possession. He gets both of them. And they're still very much in this ballgame, only trailing by 7 points, 18-11. They're playing Bettridge tough tonight, too. He's been dogged all over the court.
Right, we talked about Masterson being held to 2 points. Bettridge only 2 points. Yeah, they'll try to get the ball now down to Galliard, being guarded by Felder Jones. Felder Jones only 6'2". Galliard 6'5", 6'6", actually, but again, that long wingspan makes him bigger than what he is.
That's a big 3 by Bettridge. That's a 10-point lead, 21-11. Biggest lead of the ball game by the Minutemen.
He had Masterson wide open for the 3-point shot. When you're able to get a good look like that, you need to get the ball to him.
Great pass from Bettridge. An easy basket, and it's 23-11. And there's a timeout on the court. 4:20 to play, third period. Minutemen 23, Braves 11. Shawn, Leary, and Bob Shryock from Gloucester County College in the heart of the county of Gloucester, bringing you the finals for the Atkinson tournament. 23-11 lead for the Minutemen. Suffocating man-to-man defense by the Minutemen. Braves playing pretty good man-to-man themselves, but trailed by 12. Good pass inside the basket. Good look that time. Excellent look by Chad Green. The easy basket by Beeman, and he'll have a chance to finish off the three-point play if he can make this foul shot.
Well, they sent Adrian Galliard to the bench, Bob, and that opens things up a little bit.
Good three-pointer by Beeman, and they've cut the deficit under double figures at 23-14.
And Galliard, there you see Bill Hunt instructing his team. Galliard comes back into the game.
I'll tell you who's done a good job defensively is Chad Green on Betteridge.
Yes, he has. And that's what, you know, it's those guys that are doing the little things, the dirty work. Doesn't get in the score box much.
That's what a point guard does, is Betteridge penetrates and fires it back to Alonzo Galliard for the basket.
That's Zoe.
14.
Zoe Galliard, younger
Masterson, no good. Good offensive board, excellent job. Three-pointer, no good by Dobelman. Williamstown keeps it in play. Strong move to the hoop. And a blocking foul. Well, it'll be a two-shot foul. Blocking foul against Reese of Washington Township.
This is what I really like about Beeman. We saw this from him as a sophomore. Fearless to go on the inside and challenge the defender. Watch him make the move, cut to the lane, go into traffic, draw the foul. More importantly, get to the line now, sink a couple of free throws, and get this back to single digits.
Beeman made good on the first. One more for Beeman. Knocks them both down, 25-16. They do have it down to 9.
With 5 points in the second half now, Beeman leads Williamstown with 7 points. If Masterson's able to get on track, Bob, he can make up the deficit. He can really hit some bombs from the outside.
Don't give him that shot. Bang. Three-pointer Betteridge, 28-16.
Coming off the screen. Betteridge finds an opening, and that stroke is able to get Washington Township the 12-point lead.
2 threes by Betteridge in this quarter are big. Three-pointer, good! The offense is picking up as Dobelman hits a three. It's 28-19. And Williamstown beginning to find an offensive spark here in the third quarter. Betteridge good with either hand, lays the shot up, no good. Masterson with a rebound, and he is fouled from behind by the big guy, Adrian Galliard.
That time Masterson, terrific control of his body, boxing out Adrian Galliard and picking up Galliard's second foul. Now both of them with 2 deep into this third quarter.
Minute 50 to play in the third. Williamstown with the ball, chance to cut it to 7 or 6 if they make a three-pointer. Dobelman looking for help. Dobelman, good on a feed from Green, and it's a 7-point game, 28-21. The Braves right in this.
Terrific roll that time by Dobelman to free himself to the basket.
Long deep three, no good, and a rebound by Green, and now Williamstown can cut it to 5 or 4. Minute 10 to play in the third. We got ourselves a ball game. Good pass inside, basket good. Masterson with a great dish and a layup by Green. The 5-point game, 28-23 Minutemen, 1:05 to go in the third, and what a nice run by Williamstown.
And it's the passing. It's the little things like I talked about, the intricacies of the game. Look at this pass underneath to Green, and that's money right there. As he just puts it down, puts his team down now by only 5 points. Green working hard, not only on the defensive end, but to get open. The Braves are fired up.
Down by 5 to a very good basketball team after scoring 0 in the first quarter.
Well, they find little openings, little cracks now. And again, when as tough as Washington Township plays defensively, they exert so much energy. If you don't rotate those guys in and out, Bob, they're going to tire as the game goes along, and you might be able to find a crack where it seemed to be a complete wall on the Washington Township side. They have now found a little bit of a crease, and Williamstown exploding for 14 points here in this quarter.
Shut out in the first, 9 in the second, and 14 here in the third.
Problem is, Betteridge has hit a couple of three-pointers here in this third quarter. Washington Township with 12 points and the 5-point lead. This is a more manageable deficit. There you see
Mark Pinelli and Ed Miller officiating this game. They've done a good job. We didn't talk about the officials in the first game. We haven't this game. That means they're doing well. Under a minute, third quarter. And they throw it away. Williamstown ball now down by 5. Can cut it to 2 or 3.
Masterson using his feet, getting in front of Galliard, denying him the pass, making him reach as the pass goes inside, and that's just terrific defense.
Double low post for the Braves. Whipple or offensive board. Looks like a push off. Yeah, Green pushed off inside.
They're going to get Green with that. No. Not going to get a debate from Green, as he kind of knew he pushed off.
If that goes by Doberman, it's a 2-point ball game. He had a wide open 3.
This place would have erupted if Doberman would have knocked it down. Doberman, the goalkeeper this year for the Williamstown Braves, a terrific team coached by Dan Torcasio, also on the bench as an assistant to Bill Hunt's squad.
15 seconds, third quarter, 5-point ball game.
Boy, Stafford, they're down more low, and also
6 seconds. They got to penetrate. Gets the 3 off. Goal! Betteridge with his third 3 of the quarter. And it's 30-23. A huge basket by Betteridge after Williamstown has cut it to 5. After 3, Washington Township 30, Williamstown 23. We'll be back. Couple of teams playing terrific man-to-man defense in the boys championship final of the Atkinson tournament. 30-23, the Minutemen with 8 minutes to play. Betteridge feels it now, and now that's a 3. That was a 2-pointer before the end of the third quarter. I mistakenly called it 3, but that was a 3.
Well, he had the foot on the line. That's what I had a 2 before the quarter closed, but Washington Township now getting the better of Williamstown, using their feature player, Dan Betteridge.
Good pass inside. Missed layup where they needed that one. Nice hustle inside by Felder Jones. He's fouled. Will go to the line with 2 shots.
A good fight, Felder Jones, as he's not going to be denied inside. Going up strong for the rebound. Unable to cash in, but trying to get this back down to single digits.
So Betteridge really the difference here in the second half, Shawn. I think I have him for 3 threes and a 2.
3 threes and a 2. 11 points here in the second half. We just talked a little bit ago about how they kind of held him in check with only 2 points in the first half. But he exploded at the end of the third.
Jones hits 1 of 2, back to a single-digit lead for Washington Township, 33-24. Betteridge likes that left-handed dribble. He can use either hand. But Betteridge moves well with the ball. Look at this. Wow. Boy, does he feel it? That's another 3. He is the difference right now. 12-point game, and he's got 14 in the second half, right? That's the
14
difference.
in the second half, and you said it, he is feeling it right now from the outside. And when you have a hot shooter like that, well, you just set some screens for him, let him find an open spot and get him the ball.
12-point ball game. Washington Township shut out Williamstown 7-0 in the first quarter, but the offenses have picked up since then. I like Betteridge. Works hard, good defensive player, moves well without the ball. He's freeing himself for those shots, Shawn.
And you put him, you're right, Bob, he works extremely hard off the ball. This is a good defensive job so far by Green. But like I said to you, when you play that hard for 3 quarters or for 2.5 quarters, you're going to wear down a little bit. And if guys are able to get open and be patient, they're going to be able to find their shots. And that's what Betteridge has done here in the second half. We talk about coaching, Bob. I mean, you look at those guys over there. Charlie Blank, former Paulsboro coach. Talked about Tricasio. He's got former Kingsway coach Gus Ambrosius on his squad. Bob Parks, Mark Napoleon over there for Washington Township. Tricasio, like I mentioned earlier, a terrific soccer coach.
Williamstown needs a basket, trailing by 12. Set inbound play to Masterson. Dish. Shot no good. Betteridge everywhere gets the rebound.
Yeah, he's taking over in this game.
Yeah, they got to watch him. Green has his hands full right now guarding Betteridge. He's looking for that left wing every time he comes out.
Now what's going to happen? Everyone's going to go out on him?
Wow, what a show Betteridge is putting on. 39-24. All of a sudden, this goes from a 5-point game to a 15-point game. The reason, Betteridge.
And Bill Hunt just puts his hands out on that Williamstown side. Ball's going to come right to him. He just puts his hands out and said, why did you just call a timeout? I just told you exactly what we need to do defensively. And he's talking to his team right now, saying, we just called a timeout and talked about this. And he comes back and drains another 3.
Did Betteridge score in the first half, Shawn?
He had a 2-pointer, 1 field goal.
So what's he got, 17 here in the second half?
17.
I would say he is the difference in the game right now.
Bad pass there that time.
We'll take timeout from Gloucester County College. 15-point Washington Township lead. Shawn, Leary, and Bob Shryock from Gloucester County College. Our thanks to our great hosts here at GGC, led by Athletic Director Ron Case for their hospitality, helping us do this doubleheader for the Atkinson Championship.
I'm telling you, this tournament, they do a great job with it in every phase.
Stolen away, breakaway. Nice defense by Green. Good defense. Hustled back to break up the driving layup.
Hey, you're right. Green just getting back, hustling. Down by 15.
They better watch Betteridge on this popping out after he releases. There he is. That'll be a reach-in foul against Colin Whipple.
Colin Whipple is first to take third.
You're right. I'll tell you what. Miller and Finelli, the 2 referees tonight, have done a fantastic job.
Yeah. There he is again. Misses this one. That was good defense by Green. In his face that time.
Just as I say that, I think maybe he might have been fouled on that play. Bodies all over the place.
4 of them down. 2 on 3. Tried to force that one. Green breaks it up. Green again hustles back and breaks it up.
Yeah, Finelli, he said, my fault. My fault. The creatures went nuts. Everyone else in the gym got up in arms about the call, but he made the right call. It was out on Prince. Last touch by him, and now Williamstown trying to cut into this 15-point lead. I try to get the ball in Beeman's hands. Let him create.
4:20 to play.
Got to move around.
Washington Township lead.
Williamstown not moving around right now. Good drive.
Basket good by Whipple. He's foul on the play. They needed that one badly. They got to start firing it. They can't take 30, 40 seconds between shots with only 4:17 to play.
You're right, and that's why they're going to have to move. You're going to have to move without the ball. This time Whipple's just going to drive hard. This is just one-on-one basketball. Getting to the hoop, going strong, getting it to fall. Now he's got a chance to cut it to 12.
Doesn't get it to go. The rebound by Greasy. Green has had his hands full with Bettridge in this half.
What Coach Bide has done really well is trying to get him the screens that he needed to get open. Green really being a pest in the first half, but Bettridge working off the screens, finding himself open beyond that three-point stripe, and he's been knocking them down.
This is intelligent basketball here, Shawn. They're using a lot of time off the clock. They got the lead. The clock is Williamstown's enemy right now.
Good defense by Beeman that time.
Whipple with the ball. Whipple, well, just a bad pass there.
Well, Galliard was wide open for the slam, but unfortunately he's on the other squad. Whipple coming down, thought he seen a man in blue trailing. Unfortunately for him, it was Galliard. Nice steal by Masterson.
Good job by Masterson. They cut it to 11, 39-28, 2:53. Full court pressure by the Braves. And timeout called by Byatt. Good timeout by Byatt.
You're right. He sees the full court coming. He immediately calls timeout. He does not want his team to make mistakes here. Still up by double digits. And you're right. This is Bob Byatt. He just knows when to make the right calls, the right timeouts. He puts his team in terrific positions to win. And if a coach can matter in a game, Bob, I mean, this is where he can. His calling timeouts at the right time when he sees something that may influence his team's play. That time, Williamstown comes up with a full court press, trying to get a turnover. Your team has not seen that yet from Williamstown, so that's where they might be prone to make a mistake.
Mark Finelli has officiated a good game tonight. His partner, Ed Miller.
He's not giving the sign of the cross there. That's where they count there. He's giving the count. Make sure they come out after that buzzer is called.
And Williamstown needs another turnover, down by 11. Draws a triple team. Good smart play here. They don't want to take the shot. They just want to use time. Smart play here. Well, that was fortunate.
Williamstown flying around right now.
And easy basket by Greasy. That could be the clincher, 41-28. Williamstown's got to put it up quickly. Strong move to the hoop. Good play. Good play by Jones. 41-30. They take it away. And a layup again by Jones, and all 4 straight by Jones. They got it back to 9 points again. Minute 35. Williamstown needs another turnover. It's a foul call on Masterson that will send Alonzo Galliard to the line with 2 shots.
You can tell those guys are brothers. Alonzo and Adrian, both very similar looking guys. Alonzo trying to go coast to coast here. Able to get it up, not able to get it to drop. Now a couple of big free throws by the junior.
This is the first. Still a 9-point game with a minute 29. Williamstown's going to have to rush this ball down court and fire off a couple of threes. Ten-point game, 42-32. They gotta fire up some shots. Good job by Whipple. Great job. 42-34, minute 13.
You gotta like the youngsters from the Braves. Both Whipple and Beeman not intimidated at all to go inside.
That could have been a push off against Betteridge, but they didn't call it.
Final minute of play.
Wow.
Ill-advised shot, but a big foul of Wesherson with the rebound. 55 seconds. They're not out of it yet.
We're talking ill-advised. Boy, that was a horrible shot that time.
They got to get it off. Get the shot off.
Good luck.
Easy layup by Green. It's a 6-point game. 42 seconds. They need a turnover. 42-36. There's a foul. Well, I tell you, Williamstown has not quit, Shawn. They have not quit.
You're right, Williamstown has not quit in this game, and if you're able to get a couple of quick buckets like they have, now you foul.
Don't want to foul that guy.
No, you don't want to foul him.
The Betteridge,
But they're
still not shooting. No.
So now you front Betteridge. You don't allow him to get the ball.
35 seconds.
So now it's in Betteridge's hand. Now you foul. Try to get Adrian online.
You got to foul somebody. Betteridge fouled with 26.2 seconds to go. Right now it is it's only a 2-possession game right now, but Betteridge to the line.
So I think they would have been served better to foul Galliard. Now you're just putting a shooter to the line. You're assured that he's going to make at least one of 2.
43-36. Now it's a 3-possession game. Williamstown has to fire up a 3 quickly. Good drive by Beeman. He'll go to the line. 20 seconds, 20.5 seconds to play.
Number 21 in the uniform is first team 8. Shawn Beeman to the line. 2 shots.
Beeman good on his first, 44-37. He makes this as a 2-possession game again. He does, 44-38. Williamstown again needs a steal. Oh, they got it. Layup is good. He's fouled. Oh, wow. Look at this. 17.1 seconds. And it could be a 1-possession game if he makes this free throw. A steal, a basket by Jones, who goes to the line, and Bob Byatt, who was a little bit beside himself, calls timeout. Shawn, this is interesting.
Unbelievable. That time going back across the bottom of the basket. Jones underneath, able to get the steal, and now a chance to cut it to a 3-point deficit. Trying to go back in. Jones right there, trying to get it back to Galliard. Now Galliard was down there. Bob, he can move along that baseline, and he just simply forgot about it. Wasn't thinking about that at the time. After the made basket, you can move.
Now he's got to make this foul shot, Shawn. He makes the foul shot, it's a one-possession game.
One possession game, then you want to foul. You want to try and front Betteridge. You want to try to get the ball in the hands of maybe Galliard or somebody like that to possibly get him shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. Hopefully he misses and you're able to try and get down there and get a good look at the three. But it's more importantly, you got to make this free throw. See some of the Williamstown girl who had hurt her ankle in the first game. Eric Green, I believe that is. Hurt her right ankle, and you can see it there. It's got a little ice on it underneath. It's not her bone sticking out. Have to get all grossed out. That's the little bit of ice. They packed that thing up real good, Bob. Try to keep the swelling down.
Critical foul shot. Felder Jones at the line, just made a basket, was fouled on the play. He makes it, it's a three-point game.
Creature's making some noise.
Creature's making a lot of noise. Doesn't bother Felder now. It's a three-point game, 17.1 seconds. Knocked out of bounds by Whipple, wow. 16.4 seconds.
Did you want to try to front Betteridge?
Did they make it? No, they called timeout just in time. Wow. Great denial that time by the Williamstown defense.
And almost got him, right? Almost got him. Finelli down there counting. They must have got the 4.5 for a Galliard. Smartly, he's able to call timeout. Boy, the momentum has shifted.
Well, I'll say.
And how big was Dan Betteridge in that spurt?
He doesn't have that run, it's a different ballgame, that's for sure.
See the Rowan coach, Coach Cassidy. Down there, sitting down, maybe taking a look. Some future prospects for the profs.
One of junior college basketball's most successful programs right here at Gloucester County College for 30 years. My favorite all-time coach in any sport, Ron Fang Mitchell, came out of here. Now at Coppin State, Maryland.
Coppin State, right?
Yeah. All right, here we go. 16.4 seconds. They're having trouble getting it in again. Betteridge breaks the pressure. They got to foul him, and they did. That's a great job by Betteridge. Now, if he makes one of these, I could seal Williamstown's doom.
He muscled his man off. He just muscled him off. He might have got away with a push. But nonetheless, he gets the ball in the hands of the leader.
Well, he's the shooter on this team, and he's in a situation now where if he makes one of these two, could be over for Williamstown. That's the guy who wanted to take it, 45-41. Now it's a two-possession game again.
And that's exactly why he wanted to get the hands in this guy, not to get it into the shooter.
Gotta get the shot off, 8 seconds. They hit the basket, 4-point, 3-point. They don't have to inbounds it. They do not have to inbounds it. 9 seconds to go, 0.9 seconds.
Technical coming over, trying to slap the ball out of the hands. They're trying anything at this point.
And guess we'll take the technical. I think that shooting spree that he had in the third quarter, Shawn, probably ensured Betteridge, assuming his team holds on to win the MVP laurels. What do you think?
I Who's got it? Right here you see Whipple. Is it just holding the ball out this time?
Miss them both. Wow. But still,
retain possession. Right. What that does now is you could have held the ball out until the game.
They got to deny. They got to deny the inbounds pass. That's the only way they can win.
Which not much of a shot.
That was a smart play. Very smart play to end the game. The final score is Washington Township 46, Williamstown 43. But Shawn, you've got to give Williamstown a lot of credit. They look like, number one, they're shut out in the first quarter. Now, how often do you see that happen to a Division, a Group 4 basketball team? Then they meet the buzzsaw by Betteridge in the third quarter, and they're still in the ball game at the end. So great job by Williamstown.
Yes, this is a good team. They returned 5 of their starters, including their number 1 sub coming off the bench. And those 6 guys, along with some of the role players on this team, is going to be hard to defeat in the rural division. The Washington Township, another good win for this team, and they have to be considered one of the top teams with an inside-outside presence with what we've seen from Betteridge and Galliard. You mix in the role players in Washington Township, another formidable foe in the Olympic American Division.
Okay, great final in the Atkinson tournament. Washington Township defeats Williamstown 46-43 and is the champion of the 2005 James G. Atkinson Memorial Basketball Classic. For Shawn Leary, this is Bob Shryock. Thanks for watching on Channel 5.